Hello everyone, hopefully you are doing great. This is the final week for this research methodology course and I think I find interest in whole course a lot. And the last week as a assignment, we have two questions here to discuss. First question here is that how do academic and industry-based communication research careers differ and what are the pros and cons of each? And another question here is that what roles does interdisciplinary knowledge play in advancing a career in communication research? Basically, in my opinion, if I can identify the differences between career-based research and the industry-based research, first of all, I have to say that this industry-based research, most of the times, it's actually so well decorated, theoretically based, and most probably we focus on critical analysis, and sometimes we are eager to publish it any journals and want to well published in books, and this funding process basically come from several grants or as a thesis project or other things. Actually, we have done several research topic and every educational background related with this research purpose, and most of the times we want to develop any methodologies or theoretical framework and want to analyze the data. Most core intention of this research to understand the situation, to evaluate the scenario and so on. Actually, it's basically growth from us, and most of the times in research center or as a academic research purpose, we are used to do research in academic life, but it's totally different in industry-based research sectors. And here actually most of the times it's marketing campaigns, and with colleagues have to do several campaign project, marketing project, and most of the times it's statistical and have to analyze the audience and stakeholders interest. So I think this industry-based research basically focus on quantitative data, and they want to find out the scenario of the real world and to engage with the real world quantity, several integrity. So I think this basically core difference between this intention in academic careers is develop theories, methodologies, but in industry-based this basically develop the marketing positions, the marketing campaign strategies, and which is the suitable communication process to find out these types of information. Basically, they want to do research. If we want to say about the pros and cons, definitely these academic research have a pro side, which is that we can understand, we can realize everything so analytical way, and can understand the scenario with our own eyes. And if we can understand the limitation, there have limitation because most of the times we do research as a academic life, so we have to sometimes read about a fundraising or to read which types of time barriers, and here are also some instructions problems also. So I think as we have we are under a great pressure have to develop a research in academic area. It's basically sometimes challenging to done in a proper way, but this industry-based research basically there are some pros that they are doing this research with the real world based. So it's a actually cooperative work. Every colleagues keep their contributions behind it, and the company are the co-responsible for this work. So they have no much worry about the time variations, or they are no worried about any types of funding. So I think it's quite smooth, and sometimes that it's very related to real world. So I think as a duty in industry based research they have done, so they have actually pros and cons of these types of research topic. Now I'm coming in the next question. The role of interdisciplinary knowledge in advancing a career in communication research. In terms of advancing career in this communication research sector, basically several interdisciplinary knowledge is so much helpful to enabling these persons in challenging and enhancing knowledge in these sectors. They have social science, data science, law, media studies, and every sector so much helpful for for communication researchers to enhance and to critique in a great way. If I can say that about the social science, yeah, basically it's so much helpful for understand the social cell structure, several institutions, pattern, and power how exist in our life, and how actually it's play a critical role over our body or our life. So to understand about these types of contrast content, this sociology we have to learn. They have psychology to understand, as we have to develop several communication research project on mental health, public health related project. So to understand the psychological settings of our mind and how you actually behave, our cognitive pattern, which types of consuming pattern we are adopting. So basically find out these types of data. We have to gather knowledge from psychological area also, and develop data science. Yeah, as nowadays this fake news, rumors, and lots of things are happening. So to identify the AI generated content, the defects have to detect it. So in these parts of area is very much important to learn about this data science and several developed technological process, and how it's actually work and affect in communication sectors. So it's also important to understand. And the media studies, basically communication is the central point of media studies. So definitely media studies, media power, and how media and economical chain actually growing day by day with a great political intention. So to understand these types of things, I think it's important to learn this media studies critically. And here also law is the basic core things for communication research. If we don't know how law is actually not obeying by any person, so we can't understand what is actually wrong here. So definitely these law regulations, these types of topics also have to understand to be a great researcher in communication research sector. So this is actually core things, this sociology, psychology, this media studies, and the law, media law, ethics. These types of things I think so much helpful for us to understand the communication based research and to be a great researchers. Thanks everybody. Thanks a lot, as it's our final week. So I think I enjoyed this course a lot with everybody, and for special I would like to thank you, Dr. Izia Kuli, and lots of love for my all course. Thanks a lot.